Hey there, we're going to do a different kind of video today. I'm going to do a cook with me, so I'm going to make a veggie frittata. I have some eggs that are going to go bad if I don't use them up, so I'm going to make a veggie frittata to use them up, and then I can cut it up and freeze individual slices, and then it's more of a grab and go meal throughout the week, and that way I can use up the eggs before they expire. So I'm gonna do a bit of a freezer clean out with this. So I have a little bit of frozen mushrooms left over, about a third of a bag of broccoli florets, some cauliflower, and some onions. And then I'm going to add some seasonings in there, salt and pepper and such. I'll share with you as I go along. But that's going to be kind of the basis of the veggie frittata. I'm going to start by sauteing up all of these veggies in some oil with some seasoning for the first layer. And then when we crack the eggs into the bowl, we'll season the egg mixture as well. So give me a second here, and I'm going to get all these into the pan to get them sauteed up. For our seasoning, I'm going to add in some minced garlic, some thyme, some salt and pepper, some onion powder, and just a pinch of cumin just to enhance the flavor a little bit. And that's about it. The vegetables are starting to simmer, get warmed up, no more frozen status. So I'm going to sprinkle some of these in and make it all yummy. Ready to go. They're nice and soft. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to strain them to get rid of any excess liquid from them being frozen. There's a little bit of liquid in the bottom of the pan that you might be able to see there. And I am going to cut up some of these bigger pieces into more bite-sized pieces. And then I'm going to place them into my what do you call this, little flexible pan here that I'm going to use for the frittata. The sun is starting to go down, so I'm going to be turning on a few lights here. So if you notice a lighting change, that's what's happening. The sun is just starting to set. So I'm going to get my eggs here and crack them all up and get them ready to go into the dish here with all the vegetables. And all I did was, like I said, I strained them to get rid of some of that excess moisture. And then I put them into the little pan here that I have. If you don't have something like this, you can use like an 8x8 or a 9x9, like very basic glass Pyrex pan or something similar. That would work as well. This is just one that I like to use. It works out well for me, so I'm gonna use it. Let's get these eggs cracked. Eggs ready to get seasoned. I think I'm going to use some of the same seasonings. I'm going to do a little bit of garlic, salt and pepper, and a little pinch of thyme on this seasoning round here. Whisk. With our green St. Patrick's Day whisk, get those going. I think we are all set here with our egg mixture. No, I'm not adding in anything like milk or water or anything extra. This is just eggs and seasoning. That's how I make this particular dish. So yeah, that's all it is. Really easy. So I'm gonna take this mixture and I'm just gonna pour it over all the vegetables. All right, and there it is. I'm just going to kind of tap all the veggies so they're coated. It's okay if they stick out a little bit. I just want to make sure they all have some egg coating on them. And while we've been doing all of this, I've had the oven preheating at 350. So I'm going to put this in the oven and it'll be for about, in my oven it takes about 40 minutes, maybe 45. Kind of depends on your oven. So if you know your oven runs hot, you might want to check on it sooner than that, maybe around the 30-minute mark. If it runs not so hot, you may need to cook it a little longer. If your pan is smaller, like I said, this one is about the size of a 9x9 pan. But if your pan is smaller, it's going to be deeper, so it might take longer to cook. But if you're using like a 9x13, it's going to be a lot thinner. It's going to be cooking a lot faster. So just adjust as you need to adjust. And I also wanted to mention, if you wanted to do egg whites or half egg whites and half whole eggs, that works too. I just used 12 whole eggs, so you can adjust that to your preference as well. And again, the veggies, it's whatever you want to enjoy in your frittata. You can also add ham in here, cheese, leftover chicken if you had a couple of drumsticks left over that you wanted to use up. It's really forgiving and really easy to just clean out the fridge. But I also love it because if I know some eggs are gonna go bad, I can just whip this up really quickly, kind of do a partner fridge clean out, freezer clean out with some veggies I need to get used up as well. And it's kind of just a win-win all around. So yeah, let's get this in the oven and I'll see you in a minute when it's all done. It is looking so good. I can't wait. This came out so good. I'm gonna let it cool in the pan for a little bit and then I'll turn it over and we'll see the pretty design on top. And there she is. It looks absolutely delicious. I cannot wait to cut into this. Okay, it is the next day. It's actually the evening of the next day. I left this in the fridge overnight so it would cool completely, and this is going to be dinner. I'm going to put it with a mixed green salad for dinner. I quickly mixed up a little Italian vinaigrette dressing for the salad. It was really easy, just with at-home ingredients here. It was equal parts olive oil and apple cider vinegar. So in this little dish, I just put a tablespoon of each. Then I did a couple of shakes of salt, a pinch of Italian seasoning, a pinch of onion powder, and a little bit of the minced garlic that I had in the jar. And that's it. Real simple, but has a nice flavor to it. If I had a lemon, I would probably squeeze a little lemon juice in there as well, but I don't. So this is what it's gonna be for the salad. When I cut this, why I like to use the mold pan that I did, if I cut it across equally through here, I can get 8 slices of 2 of the flower petals here, and that is going to be the equivalent of roughly 1.5 eggs for that much, and it's going to be packed with veggies as well. It's a nice size serving. It's not too much food. It doesn't leave you wanting either. So I'm going to cut this up for dinner. And that's going to be 1 slice right there. Okay, I'm going to plate up some of the salad first. And this all has been washed already. Get a nice good portion on here. There we go. There we are, and then I'm just going to drizzle over some of the dressing. Give it a little stir. Dress that up a little bit. I don't usually eat all of it, and I need 2 hands to toss this around really quick, so give me 1 second. And for an extra boost of veggies and some color, I'm going to add some shredded carrots and a few tomatoes. There. And now I'm going to add my slice of frittata. And that's it. That's going to be dinner for tonight. I'm going to have just the salad and the frittata. This is a good point if you want to add cheese. You can sprinkle it with some cheese. Add some salsa on there if you wanted to go a little more spicy. Whatever kind of toppings you would normally put on your eggs. You can also add a side of bacon or toast or something like that if you wanted. This is what it's going to be for today. So thank you so much for joining me on this little cooking adventure. Make sure you subscribe for more. I do have more cooking expeditions planned and some crafting in addition to our shopping for holidays and other home decor. So hit subscribe, and thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next one.